You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
It's Oh Behave with Arden Moore, the show that teaches you how to have harmony in the household with your pets. Join Arden as she travels coast to coast to help millions better understand why cats and dogs do what they do. Get the latest scoop on famous faces, their perfectly pampered pets, and who's walking who in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails. Garner great pet tips and have a doggone fur-flying fun time. So get ready for the pause and applause as we unleash your Oh Behave host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Hey everybody, this is Arden Moore, the host of the Oh Behave show on Pet Life Radio. Guess where your rover reporter is today? I'm in Mobile, Alabama. Yes, I am. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. It is not mobile. It is Mobile. You got to get that "bill" in there. And I have a very special guest. She's a good friend, and she's a friend to all 2, 3, and 4-leggers. I'm talking about Cynthia Thibeau, who is the founder and owner of All Critters Pet Sitters. Welcome to the show, Cynthia.
Thank you, Arden. Thanks for having me.
So we're sitting around here in her house right now having a little mailbag. I am not buzzed, I promise. But when it comes to caring for your pet, she is the real deal. We're going to find out more after we pay for this show by taking this commercial break. You guys know the drill. We got to sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a pause. 4 furry ones, actually. Sit and stay. Oh Behave will be right back.
Yuppie Puppy City Kitty provides pet lovers an opportunity to earn up to 50% commission selling our premium pet products. Advocate Gina Brick says, the opportunity to share such a quality product line with other pet lovers is amazing. The support of the Yuppie Puppy City Kitty family while working the business is a true gift. Mention special code PETLIFE when you enroll today and receive 3 additional products free. Find us at www.ypckpets.com. That's ypckpets.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com. Oh Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Welcome back to the Oh Behave show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. I am delighted to have the very talented Cynthia Thibeau on the show. She has the amazing Make That Possum pet sitting company. It's called All Critters Pet Sitters. It's in Mobile, Alabama. What do you think? You're on the air, girl.
This is fabulous. Thanks, Arden. I appreciate your time.
All right. Guess what, folks? I am traveling around the country with pet safety dog Chipper and pet safety cat Casey, and I'm here in Mobile, Alabama, thanks to Cynthia. Were you crazy? Why did you want me to come here?
The first time I met you, I knew I wanted to get whatever it is that you had because it's fabulous.
Well, we just conducted a class in pet first aid and CPR and safety, and we had 11 folks, many of them your own employees, and if it wasn't for Cynthia, I don't think I could have made it here, but I do thank you. But why is it so important as a professional pet sitter to know pet first aid and CPR and rescue breathing?
I want to give the utmost experience for my clients. If their animals are in need of that type of service, then I want to make sure we are all prepared to give that first aid or CPR or safety. We hopefully will never need it, but if we do, I want to make sure our entire team has the skills to make sure their pets are kept safe.
So give us a little 411 on All Critters Pet Sitters.
I started All Critters Pet Sitters
2009?
In 2009. I started off by myself. I now have 7 employees, not very many, but it's a lot for Mobile, Alabama. And for my little business, I started with about 10 clients, and now I'm up to over 200 human 2-legged clients. And we all know that they have a lot more than one animal usually. So that's a lot of 4-legged, 2-legged clients.
I'm curious, all right, give me a range of ages of pets and types of pets. Is there any exotic breeds?
We do. We have bearded lizards. We have horses. We do large animals, barnyard animals. We have chickens. We have animals that are upwards of 17 and 18 years old. And we also have puppies that are 10 weeks old. So we have everything that you could imagine. Chickens, horses, snakes, bearded dragons.
Oh, my.
Lots of birds. Lots of birds. Yeah, we have one client that has 8 birds. Really? All different sizes, all different care. It takes us over an hour to do that pet sit because of their unique diets that we have to feed them.
And birds live, they're like all should be named Methuselah because they all live forever. They live like more than one generation. So tell me a couple of these in this particular household. What kind of birds?
She has macaws, she has little parakeets, she has a couple that are they're mixed, so they're sort of mutts, if you would.
Mutt birds, that's a good word.
But yeah, and actually it's amazing because that you say that they live a long time. She actually, in her will, she has willed her birds because they may outlive her, even though she's a very young person.
So is she leaving them to the third diapered niece or nephew?
No, she's leaving them to all Critters pet sitters because we just do such a awesome job taking care of our pets.
All right. Without being foul here, folks, I don't know a lot about birds. I know a lot about cats and dogs. But when you come into a house to help provide care for a bird, what kind of tips can you share with our listeners?
First of all, and I think most importantly, is they really pick up if you're nervous around them.
Okay.
That's huge. So you have to go in there very confident. We met with her a couple, up to 4 times before we even started caring for them on our own. Wow. Because I wanted to make sure myself and my team were fully engaged in their behaviors, what they like, what they don't like, who likes to be out of the cage, who doesn't like to be out of the cage, what they eat, what their treats are, and that type of thing.
So they really are bird brains. They're smart.
Oh, they're exceptionally smart, and they are definitely know if you've been there before. They recognize your voice. They recognize your mannerisms. Absolutely.
No sailor calls. Hey, Cynthia, girl.
No, but I did have one bird. This is a sort of funny story. They had a dog and a bird. Their bird, I went in and I heard something, the bird say, cold, bad, dog. And I thought the owners were still home. So I said, hey, Cynthia, pet sitter. And cold, bad, dog. It was the bird calling the dog a naughty dog, a bad dog. But I thought it was a person. I thought it was a person. That's how clear and just amazing smart. That was a gray. So.
No, that sounds good. What got you into the field of professional pet sitting?
I was in retail management for 100 years, and I've had enough, so I was on a sabbatical, thanks to my husband.
We got to give him a shout-out. What's his name?
His name is David. We've been married for 35 years, and he's just amazing.
And they are still in love, folks. They are good partners.
So anyway, I was taking a little bit of time off, and we had a pet sitter. Her husband was in the Coast Guard. He was getting transferred. Okay. And all of my friends and family kept saying, Mom, Cynthia, you really need to do this. And it's like, a pet sitter? Really? My own business? Really? I know nothing about this. So we did some research, and lo and behold, I took over the business, and here we are.
And when you are a professional pet sitter now, in many areas of the country, people know what a pet sitter does. But you're kind of blazing a new trail here in Mobile, and there's a lot of people coming in from different parts of the country. So what makes your business a little bit more unique?
My business is, again, that word professional. People don't understand that we're insured. We're bonded. We have training. We go to yearly seminars that we get experience. We have Arden Moore come to Mobile and teach us pet first aid and safety. We go above and beyond. We do whatever it is that we need to do to make sure your home and your animals are safe while you're away.
And you sometimes get some unusual requests, don't you, from your clients?
Yes, ma'am. We sure do.
You got to share. Dish, baby, dish.
Yeah, so they ask us to water the plants, clean the pool skimmers, get the mail, do the lights, which is all fine. And then some things that you really don't want to know about.
Yes, we do. The show's called Oh Behave. You get some weird requests on where to feed a dog or what to do with a cat.
Yes. the cat, they ask us to do like many different things, like maybe sing it a bedtime lullaby. And you laugh, and that's really true. Our cat likes a little song before it goes to sleep at night, because we do a lot of overnights for our clients.
That's
so
nice.
yeah. So we do get a lot of different requests. You have to heat the dog's food in the microwave for 20 seconds, not 21 seconds, not 19 seconds, but 20 seconds. So there are, but that's why we do what we do, because we do whatever the client wants us to do.
You know what? I think that's great. Now, folks, listen to this. You go to your job. You may be playing some kind of game on your cubicle desktop. Nobody sees you. But in the world of professional pet sitters, you have more eyes on you than the CIA. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have clients that have many, many very interesting neighbors, if you would. They really like to know what's going on in their neighborhood. It's like a neighborhood watch.
Okay.
And also, cameras. That's modern technology.
Webcams in the house?
Webcams in the house and outside of the home. As far as I'm concerned, I want them there. I want them to see what I'm doing with their animals and with their home. I mean, that's very, very important to me.
So you're in a house. You can't find the can opener, and Fluffy's hungry. You see a webcam, and you're searching for the can opener. How do you handle the webcam so that the owner knows you're not trying to look through their underwear drawer?
So I say, Toby, if you were a can opener, where would you be? Or I look in the camera and say, really? Can you just tell me where it is, please? I know you're watching me. It's okay. I'm not going through your drawers, It's just, but most of the time I'm talking to the animal, and I'm communicating with them so their pet parent knows that, yes, she's not trying to steal my jewels. She's trying to look for a can opener that I inadvertently didn't leave out.
Have you ever had, when you appeal to the camera, have a text message come right back from the pet parent who's somewhere, and here's your plea?
I've had people talk to me.
That's scary. That's like God talking.
Actually, that's funny, because there was a story about that, but that's another story. But yes, they say, look in the drawer right next to the fridge.
I am the powerful pet parent.
Yes, and one of my girls was in a client's home for the first time, and the pet parent came over and said, "Hi, Melissa," and she stopped in her tracks, and she said, "I always knew God was a woman." And so that was a joke. But
I think I would have tinkled a little there if I heard that voice.
Well, tinkle would have been nice. I think she did the other one. But anyway, so we have lots of security cameras now in today's technology, and it's fabulous. I'm all for it.
No, I agree.
I'm all for it.
We're speaking with Cynthia Thibeau. She is a professional pet sitter in Mobile, Alabama, and I have to thank her because she got me here to teach not one but two pet first aid and CPR classes, and we did class 1 today. And Chipper and Casey, I think you have new friends.
I do, and what good friends they are. I just love them already. They're part of my family. They're welcome here anytime.
Well, and your husband was very nice because he gave my pet safety dog, Chipper, got to have a couple of potty breaks thanks to Dave. So I think you should keep him.
I think I'll keep him. I think, he's a definite keeper.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we're going to be back, we're going to learn more about what it's like to be a professional pet sitter in Mobile, Alabama. So just sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. All Behave will be back in a flash right after these messages.
He was malnourished and emaciated.
Constant scratching and just being unpleasant.
He was shedding excessively.
He was losing his fur.
Franklin was rescued from the streets of Los Angeles.
Bear was a rescue from the same shelter in Kansas City, Missouri that I got JJ the Terrier.
I found his raw meat diet, which is raw meat, eggs, rice, and Dinovite and Lico Chops. His omega-3 supplement on Dinovite.com.
DINOVITE.com. I've got my ground beef, the Dinovite, and I just mix it all together with the eggs and the shells.
Franklin, he's thriving. His coat is soft and shiny. He's shedding much less.
They're much happier. Their coats are better. Their behavior, especially their behavior, is better. How do you feed your shelter dog to derive a great attitude?
Start that little pet off right.
859-428-1000.
859-428-1000.
Just go to Dinovite.com.
DINOVITE.com.
It's designerpetsweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit designerpetsweaters.com to order your four-legged fashions today. Large or small, we fit them all. designerpetsweaters.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Hey y'all, it's Kelly Pickler, and you're listening to Arden Moore on Old Behave on Pet Life Radio. I love y'all.
We're back from the lot. Just checked the paper and we had a record showing at the box. The letterbox, that is. Now back to Oh Behave. Here's Arden.
Welcome back to the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I'm your host, Arden Moore. I'm having a great time. I'm on a trip all around the Deep South. I've never been to Mobile, Alabama. I didn't know what to expect. I'm a big seafood lover, so I'm happy here because it's very close to New Orleans, close to the ocean. Thanks to my host, Cynthia Thibeau, we're staying in a 3-bedroom condo, Chipper, Casey, and I. And I'm hoping they're not becoming rock stars right now while I'm here, but they've really enjoyed the place. But tell me a little bit, something about Mobile, Alabama that people don't know.
One thing that I learned really quickly, I grew up in Maine, so I'm a Yankee.
Okay.
We're in the Deep South.
Mm-hmm.
But
you've been here a while.
Yeah, we've been here since '01, but it doesn't make any difference.
You weren't here before the Civil War.
Right, okay. Absolutely. And I've learned that I-10, which runs east and west along the southern corridor, if you live north of I-10, you're a Yankee. Yankee. So then I found out another interesting fact, that if you come to the South and you stay, you're a damn Yankee.
Well, damn you, I'm glad you're here because you're making a difference for pets.
Yes, ma'am, and that's my ultimate goal, is I just want to educate the community and let them know that there are alternatives for when they go on vacation and they can't bring their fur babies with them.
So tell us about some of the sponsors that helped you bring me here.
Walks and Wags, they're a local business that they do doggy daycare, they board, and they do some professional pet sitting also. They were a huge role in having Arden come to Mobile. Also, the Episcopal Church of the Redeemer, they are sponsoring her with the venue that we have and the food that we've been eating, so good. It's been fabulous. And also, Stone Ridge Apartments is where Arden's is. She so graciously has been talking about and staying with Chipper and Casey.
Yeah, and right now they're listening to golf. I set the TV to golf. I'm sorry, my dog's name's Chipper. I used to play a lot of golf. I used to cover golf, and she does have a smile, but I don't know if she's going to be able to fill me in on how the Master Tournament's going to shape up.
I have no clue. I'm a pet sitter, not a golfer.
So give me your honest impression of pet safety dog Chipper and pet safety cat Casey.
They're amazing. I have to say, Chipper she won my heart right away. I mean, that's just, but then Casey, when I saw Casey sit and high five for a treat, I'm intrigued. It was like, can you come to my house? Because my dogs are out of control.
So speaking of your dogs, Cynthia, give us a little bit of information because I just came in here and they're adorable.
Yes, we have 5 dogs and 3 cats. The last 2 of our dogs are foster failures, so my husband said I'm not allowed to foster any longer. But that's okay because our inn is full and we can only give so much love. That's why another reason why I like to go out and pet sit. But normally when folks come into our house, the dogs are unsure. This is their home. They don't know who's coming in. Normally there's a lot of going on.
I thought that was Dave.
Well, shh. I'm trying to be nice here. He did cook us dinner, Art.
Yes, he did. It was delicious.
So not one of our animals barked when she walked in the door. She knows how to handle herself. She gave them space. She's coming into their home. She let them come to her, and it was amazing. And I'm truly still in awe.
I know DOG. So give me the names.
Buddy is in Mali. They're our first here in Mobile, and they're 15 years old.
Nice.
Then we have Toby, who is 9. We have Anna, who is 7, and then we have little Ike, who is 6.
Now, if you put all those dogs together, they probably weigh about 1/3 of Chipper, my 60-pound Husky Golden Retriever.
That's right, absolutely. They are. The first 4 are all either Min Pins or Min Pin Rat Terrier mixes, and the last one, little Ike, he came to us as in a very, very abused shape and needed lots of surgery to get better, but he's our little Chihuahua that's 5 pounds.
And he's a sweetie. He puts the capital C in cute. So what's some of the things you'd like to do this year with your company?
Educating the community. Bringing education to the community, to me, is where I want to go and what I want to do. As far as I'm concerned, if the community isn't educated, how do they know what to do? I mean, They just don't know. So I think spay and neuter is really, really important. That's my...
Because you don't want overpopulation.
Exactly. And in the South, that's still a problem. But they are getting on top of it, and it's really a good experience. And so just getting the word out there on why you need to hire a professional pet sitter. You can get your next door neighbor, your Aunt Joan, whatever, but it's very, very important to have a professional pet sitter. What happens if you go in and the dog is unconscious? Do they know what to do? Are they even going to your home?
Right.
Do you know they're even going?
Yes. And what was something maybe you learned today that, I know you know a little bit about pet first aid and all that, but was there anything you learned today that you thought, I can use this in my work?
Oh, absolutely. I think just overall everything. Yes. Did I know I've taken first aid before? Yes. But there's so many different things. Choking was a big one. The Heimlich maneuver, the way she showed us, the way you showed us, Arden, on how to do it, and cats and dogs.
And Casey and Chipper were like game for it.
Right. And that's what I was just going to say, just to have the live animals so you could feel their pulse. You could practice the maneuvers on them and the techniques and so forth. It was just, that in itself was worth its weight in gold.
Well, and I don't know a lot about Mobile. I'm trying to pronounce it right. But what do you guys do for fun here? What's something that Mobile, Alabama is known for?
Mardi Gras?
Huge! Really? I thought it was New Orleans. Move over.
Mardi Gras was founded in Mobile, Alabama.
I did not know that.
It is. So Mardi Gras is huge. I mean, except there's a lot of times I can't attend Mardi Gras because I'm pet sitting.
Yeah.
For those that are going to Mardi Gras or trying to get out of town during Mardi Gras. We're on the Gulf Coast. What do you do in the Gulf Coast? You go to the beach. You eat seafood. It's fabulous.
Nice.
There's a lot of great museums in Mobile. A lot of great restaurants. A lot of great shopping. It's just, and Atlanta is 5 hours away. New Orleans is 2 hours away. You're right at the Panhandle of Florida.
You're in a good spot. And your home is beautiful and the weather's nice.
Yes, absolutely. This weather, and this is the best time of year as far as I'm concerned. Living in the South is the springtime. It's just beautiful, and it's home now. I mean, this is what we do.
So how do people find out more about your company? And give me the Facebook and the website.
Website is allcritterspetsittersllc.com. Pretty easy. My email is allcrittersit@yahoo.com, and it's allcritterspetsitter's Facebook.
Well, we're speaking with Cynthia Thibeau. I just want to go Tim Thibeau, but I have to do Cynthia Thibeau. She's the real deal. She doesn't need a Heisman Trophy to prove how talented she is. She's got her fur babies. And we're going to wrap this up tomorrow. We're going to be teaching another pet first aid class, and we'll get some more information then. So until then, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break. I need you to sit and stay. We'll be right back.
Time for a walk on the red carpet, of course. All Behave will be back in a flash right after these messages.
Begging to hear more of your favorite show? Full episodes of all our shows are available on demand. Go to PetLifeRadio.com to fetch our entire lineup of Possum Pet podcasts. Also, dig us up in iHeartRadio Talk and iTunes. Let's talk pets. Live and on demand only from Pet Life Radio.
All Behave is back with more tail-wagging ways to achieve harmony in the household with your pets. Now, back to your fetching host, America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore.
Hey, everybody, this is Arden Moore, your host of the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio. I have to say goodbye to Mobile, Alabama. I met some really good friends here. We taught classes in pet first aid. The seafood is delicious. The people are friendly. And one of our guests, before we bid adieu and head home, is Jennifer Smith. She's with All Critters Pet Sitters, and you just took the pet first aid class with pet safety dog Chipper and pet safety cat Casey. What's your thoughts about it?
I thought it was really great. It was a great experience.
Is there something that maybe surprised you when you walked in the room? Did you think you were just going to read from a book?
Just how hands-on it was. It was very hands-on.
What about the personalities of Chipper and Casey?
Oh, Casey was awesome.
Casey's a feline foodie, isn't he?
Yes.
I mean, folks, every time I hit a bag of treats in my pet first aid kit and my suitcase, what happens?
He would be in it.
What about Chipper, my girl, my husky golden?
She's a sweetie.
Yeah, she behaved, didn't she? Well, the show's called Oh Behave, so we know which one of the two did it. Tell us a little bit about your background as a pet sitter.
I've been with the company for about 4 years now. I volunteer a lot, or foster a lot.
Nice.
Volunteer with the shelter, local shelter.
What made you say, I think I want to be a pet sitter?
I just love being around dogs and cats.
Yeah. And what's your dogs and cats at your home? What do you have?
I have a terrier mix. Her name is Pickles.
Pickles! Shouting out to you, Pickles, Mobile, Alabama.
I have a dachshund mix named Sully and a chow mix named Loves.
And how did they get along?
They get along pretty well.
Now, before you walked in and now leaving the class, do you feel like you can really be their best health ally?
Yes, definitely.
All right, that sounds good. What's a tip you'd like to give to some of your clients how to keep their pets safe?
How to stop from bleeding and.
So you know where all the arteries are
yes.
now. Okay. All right. So we didn't cut Chipper or Casey. We didn't make them bleed, but bleeding's a pretty serious thing, right?
Yes, it is.
So what do you like to do for fun when you're not pet sitting, taking a class with Arden? What do you do for fun? That's legal.
I go and do photography at the shelter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice. So you have a lot of camera hounds.
Yes.
All right. Well, we're talking to Jennifer Smith, and I got to give her a big paws up because she's keeping your pets safe here in Mobile, Alabama, and I really do appreciate you taking the class.
It was great.
All right. Paws up, Jennifer.
Paws up.
Hey, folks, we would not be able to have this class if it weren't for Cynthia Thibeau and this great church group. We're inside a church hall, and here to explain that is Joan Chaddock. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's nice to have you here. We're very excited. I'm a member of the St. Francis Guild, and it's kind of a special animal ministry here at Episcopal Church of the Redeemer. We all are crazy about our animals, and what we try to do is just anything we can in terms of education that will benefit the animals in our community. We do some religious services in terms of healing and blessings, and we actually have a St. Francis Memorial Garden.
Really?
You can actually intern your pet's ashes if you'd like. We have a nice ceremony, and then there are some benches so you can actually go out and sit and contemplate.
So give us the official full name of your church. It's a mouthful. Take it away, Joan.
It's Episcopal Church of the Redeemer here in Mobile, Alabama, and our ministry here based in this church is called the St. Francis Guild.
And folks, I walk into some places, I'm in gymnasiums, hotel rooms. This place is big, spacious, and thanks to Joan and the fine folks at her church, they fed us too. You're quite good.
Well, every time we meet, we eat. That is one of our favorite sayings. So we don't get together without enjoying some food together.
What'd you think of Casey and Chipper?
Loved them.
Did Casey at all offer to wash dishes?
No, Casey was not very helpful at all.
But Chipper wanted.
Chipper wanted in on the action.
All
yes,
right.
yes.
Now, I understand you have pets of your own.
I do.
They want to hear their names on the radio to the 600,000 people listening.
Well, one of them, the older dog is Elvis.
Elvis is not in the building.
He is not in the building. My precious Gabe is actually, to give you a little background, Jennifer Smith is responsible for Gabe. He's a poodle, oh goodness, has had some rough years, I'm sure, but Jennifer saw him at the animal shelter, and she said she couldn't leave him. He has 3 teeth, and he's blind, but he is my heart.
Nice.
And Jennifer nursed him back to health. Thank you, Jennifer.
Paws up to you, Jennifer. You're a quiet one, but you've got a lot of talent.
You have no idea.
I'm glad you have, because I think pets make us healthier. We have a lot to have blessings for, and I think we are blessed to have animals like we have in our lives.
I absolutely agree. It would not be the same.
Well, on behalf of Chipper and Casey, we thank you for your fine hospitality, your fine food, this beautiful place to give the classes. I'm sorry you had to put up with my bad jokes.
You're the queen of puns. That's
I
for sure.
am. I know. That's what my family says, but that comes natural. But thank you again. Is there any, like a website or anything for your church?
Well, if you can look at the St. Francis Guild on Facebook.
Okay.
And certainly the church has a Facebook page as well. So that's probably the best starting point.
Well, that sounds good. Thank you so much for
Thank you, Arden. I was very, very impressed with your presentation.
Oh, I just pulled it all together out of... No, yeah, that's true. I'm very blessed to have Chipper and Casey. They make it.
Yes, they do.
All right. And we're going to finish up this special episode of the O Behave Show on Pet Life Radio here in Mobile, Alabama, with the host of this, Cynthia Thibeau. I know. Cynthia Thibeau with All Critters Pet Sitting. Thank you so much for hosting us. You got to take you took one class and sat in on the second. So did you see something you noticed that you learned that would help your clients?
Absolutely. I just can't tell you, even though I've had first aid CPR before, you can never get enough. There's always something that I take away. I've taken away over the last 2 days. I took away something today that I missed yesterday. So it was very, very important to keep those skills up.
And how do people find if they need a good professional pet sitter in Mobile? You got a team that has been now certified and trained in pet first aid. So how can they find you?
They can find us on allcritterspetsittersllc.com, or my Facebook page is All Critters Pet Sitters LLC, or if they want to email me, it's allcrittersit@yahoo.com.
All right, you guys write that down. At this time, also, I want to thank my producer, Mark Winter. He makes this show and all the shows on Pet Life Radio just hum. And we are the largest pet radio network on the planet. So until next time, this is your flea-free host, Arden Moore, delivering just 2 words to all you 2, 3, and 4-leggers out there. Oh, behave!
Coast to coast and around the world, it's Oh Behave with Arden Moore. Find out why cats and dogs do the things they do, and get the latest buzz from wagging tongues and tails in Rin Tin Tinseltown. From famous pet experts and best-selling authors to television and movie stars, you'll get great tail-wagging pet tips and have a fur-flying fun time. All Behave with America's pet edutainer, Arden Moore. Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.